Hi all, here we are again at my favourite spot for showing off something. And today is a day of the new bike reveal. I've done all my test rides. I test rode a Honda CB500X, you know, the adventure type bike. And I test rode a Kawasaki Versys 300X, both similar bikes. Obviously one's got a bit more power than the other, and the Kawasaki was rather revvy, but my choice was pre-made before I even test rode those, really. So today is a new bike reveal day, and as I say, it's something I just couldn't get out of my mind. When I test rode it, I got back to the dealership with it, and in my head I said, yes, I want this bike, I want this bike. But when I went in to say, yes, I'll have this bike, the salesman said, awfully sorry, but someone phoned up whilst you were out on it and put a deposit on it. Oh, bloody hell, that's great, isn't it? So anyway, so that's done all my test rides, and here behind me is what I chose because I couldn't stop thinking about it. There it is, the baby scrambler. I did say yes, he did tell me that when I got back from the test ride it was sold. There's a story to that. I'll tell you about that in a little bit further along in the video. But as you can see, it's got a slightly different exhaust to what it had when I test rode it. Yeah, that exhaust there, that's a Zard exhaust. I've never heard of them, but my god, it's quite noisy. I got that, funnily enough, at a bargain price, and I'll tell you the story of that in a little while. So there it is. Let's give you a look from the front. I just fell in love with it when I first sat on it and rode it, and all other bikes that I tested just did not compare, I'm afraid. It's a load of money, but you know, it's on finance. So I should be keeping this one for a bit longer, I hope. Would you like to listen to what the Zard sounds like? Let's start out. The bike is warm, so I've just ridden it here. I don't know what the mic can pick it up like, because there's only the mic in me helmet, so that's sticking over, that's baffling, as you can see. I think it sounds quite tasty. Sounds like a Ducati now. Right, so let's take it for a ride, and I'll tell you the story about the exhaust and how I managed to end up with this, considering it was sold when I came back from the test ride. It's the same bike. Right, so here we are then, we're out on our little ride. Time to tell you the stories. I'll start off by telling you the stories of, or the story, sorry, of how I finished up with this bike. As I said, I test rode the CB500X from Honda, and I test rode the Kawasaki Versys 300X, and although very nice bikes, they just didn't light my fire, you know, because the poor old Suzuki was going to cost me a fortune to get through the MOT. I was also looking to trade it in, and I was looking for obviously the best price you can get. And the place that offered me the best price for it was when I test rode this originally. And as I say, when I test rode it originally, when I got back from the test ride, he said, sorry, but someone's just phoned up and put a deposit on that. And I'd already made up my mind that I wanted it. but I couldn't have it because some other bugger beat me to it. I mean, I wouldn't buy a bike without test riding it personally, but this person decided to put a deposit on, sorry. But it turned out, you know, I went off all dejected, pissed off, which would, you know, as you would. And it turned out that the person that put the deposit on couldn't get a bank loan, so he had to ask for his deposit back. And the dealership or the salesman knew that I was a bit pissed off, so a week later or 10 days later, or whatever it was, he phoned me up and said, are you still interested in the Ducati? I said, why? You know, I can't have it if I'm interested in it. I said, you told me it was sold. He said, yeah, it was sold. He said, but the guy can't get finance on it. He put a deposit on with his credit card and then couldn't get finance. So he said, if you want it, it's still here. Well, I couldn't get it out of my head once I'd ridden it, and all other bikes just didn't compare. You know, you ride a bike sometimes, you think, yeah, that's the one. Well, that's what this was. This was the one. Sorry, I can't talk and concentrate on driving at the same time, so, or riding rather. Yeah, so that's how I ended up with this. He phoned me up and said, it's still here if you want it. So I said, right, I'll have it. Put my bloody name on it, will you? He said, do you want to put a deposit on? I said, yes. So I did that over the phone, like you do, on my debit card. And I went and collected it yesterday, but I was going to show the ride home, but my microphone keeps playing around, and it's just not a nice thing to watch when your microphone's all hissing and whatever. So I did film it, but I didn't put it up. So this is the first time that you're seeing this bike, hopefully, if the microphone's behaving. And hopefully it's picking up this lovely noise that's ringing in my ears of the exhaust. So that's how I got the bike. Now, how did I get the exhaust? You're asking yourself, for a bargain price. Well, I got the exhaust for a bargain price because the guy who traded this in had not long fitted the Zard exhaust, but they weren't going to offer him any more with it on, or whether they had the original one, so he put the original back on. And he said to the salesman, when you sell it, let them know I've got a Zard if they want it for a good price. So I did mention that I was going to look at getting a noiser exhaust because it sounded a bit like a Chinese scooter. So he gave me this guy's telephone number. I got in touch with him and went round his house and paid him £300 for it. Whereas brand new, I mean, they only had it on there 6 weeks, I think he said. Brand new, they're 600 quid. So I thought it was a bit of a bargain. So that's how we got the exhaust, and it sounds bloody lovely. Sounds a bit loud at times when you revving it out a bit. bloody lovely, and the whole bike is bloody lovely. So this is where all the videos, all my vlogs will be coming from this seat, looking at this view for quite a while, because as I say, it's on finance for 3 years. So I've got to keep this one, and I think I will, because it's absolutely lovely to ride. Alright, it's not the most powerful thing in the world, but I think, as I said in another video, that's not a bad thing for me, because I kept speeding, and you can only get away with things like that for so long, can't you? I like it. So that's why I got this. That's how I got this. That's how I got the exhaust. If you're new to the channel and you're watching this for the first time because you've seen a scrambler, well, watch that. And you're wondering why I didn't go for the 800 scrambler, for the same reason really, because I keep speeding everywhere and I need to restrict myself. Well, this goes alright. I'm happy with it, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. So that's it for this one. I'll catch you when I'm out on the bike again, having some fun, hopefully with the microphone working again. Well, I'm assuming it's working. Other that, I've been talking to myself. Alright guys, catch you on the next one. Ta-da now, bye bye. Do a bit of off-roading. There we are, look. The scrambler off-road. There's the road, we're off it. How about that?